So, if you will ask me what's my most beautiful horse, it's very hard to answer, but this is definitely a candidate. Everybody likes him, but it's mostly because of his color, and he's got a very long mane and you know, quite a bushy tail, and it's got curls. But you know, if this was a brown horse with short mane, it would just be, you know, like any cob. I don't think he's particularly beautiful. He's stunning, striking, but not beautiful. And then Honey, she's the brown one. She's basically she's very sweet, but she's ordinary. I don't see anything very special about her, although she's beautiful in her own way. She's not a horse to pick out as very beautiful in a group. My mare, I can't get a close-up, but I'm sure you've seen her before. I consider her very beautiful because she's got really big eyes. She looks very feminine. Maybe that's beautiful. Very feminine or very masculine, probably. But I don't have stallions here. She also has long mane, but the fact that she's a common color like grey, and she still stands out as beautiful is just because of her beautiful head, basically. You know, she's got a classical beauty traits like the eyes wide apart and big eyes, big eyelashes, long eyelashes, I must say, sorry. But, you know, she's got a hollow back. She's not perfect in conformation. So I think she's probably one of my most beautiful horses, but in a group of other horses, if you look at conformation, she's you can't regard her as beautiful. But yeah, her head is the most beautiful of all the horses I have. And then I have the greys here. Vincent. Vincent is the most ordinary horse you can find in Portugal. I suppose that for people outside of Portugal, he's considered quite beautiful because, well, he's a Lusitano. He's exotic for other countries, but here it's the common horse, and that's how he looks to me, common. And he's got a beautiful character, but no, there's no beauty to be found objectively in that horse. He also doesn't move very gracefully. She does. That's one of the pointers in her as well. She moves quite gracefully. And then I've got the chestnut. And although chestnut is quite a common color, you don't see it here as much. And he's a French trotter, but he's very heavy build. But I like him because he looks, despite the fact that he's very heavy build, very elegant, and that's mostly because of his fine, narrow head, and yeah, a blaze on a chestnut's always making it more beautiful. So yeah, they're seeing a car, probably counting the sheep. The land has been empty for the longest time. Well, that's to say there were sheep, but now the owner is who bought it is finally living here. So he's more on his land. But anyway, the chestnut. Shut up. In the end, I think he's my most beautiful horse, and that's because he's beautiful on the inside as well. He's a very gentle horse. He can be very spirited. It's a thoroughbred, basically. It's a French trotter, So you can get him heated, and then he will be quite, you know, sweaty and whatnot. But and difficult to ride. That's why he ended up here, because he would, people that can't ride, he would just bolt and throw them off. And he hasn't done that with me ever. He wouldn't. He takes care of me. I'm just an old person, and I don't bother him, because that's what they do. They start pulling the reins and whatnot, and then if you've got a hot horse, don't pull the reins. They just get hotter and hotter. They don't calm down by pulling the reins. So it's, the secret is give, 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 give. You know, if they go too fast, just pull, quick pull, and then let go again. And when they walk or they trot in a normal tempo that you like, then you have to say good boy, and then they understand that that's the pace they should trot or walk at. And it takes a session to learn that, but it's easy enough. So I think the verdict is, although he's old, that's my most beautiful horse. She's got the mare Pocoto has got the most beautiful head. Honey is beautiful because she's everything is so tiny and perfect, and she has very nice gaits. And Gandhi, the dun, is stunning, so he's beautiful because of that. And Vincent, where's Vincent gone? The other grey, out of sight. Well, anyway, he's common. He's got a beautiful soul, I can say that, and he's got humor, which you don't encounter in every horse. But and they say like horses don't have those human characteristics. No, they are in the horse. Oh, I can see his back. They don't. You shouldn't see them as humans, but they have characteristics in their own way. They do have humor. They know revenge. They know jealousy. They know love, or maybe not love. Maybe it's lust and friendship. And their love is more a type of loyalty, like very pure, like we wish people would have it. So yeah, they have feelings. They're not, and you show them. If you can read them, you can see it. It's unbelievable. There's a guy that I think from the National Geographic. It was published in the National Geographic. I don't know in which language, because I read in 3 languages and I just can't tell them apart. They're all the same for me. But there was a small article of a guy who lived with horses for 3 months, and he came out of that saying they have no personality because they all do the same. But that's like saying people don't have personality because basically they do all the same. They eat, they poop, and they go to bed. Yeah, poop, pee, eat, drink, and sleep, and be awake. I mean, it's the same for any mammal. So it's or animal in general. I think. Well, can't go into that. But I mean that's such a weird conclusion. He can't have watched how relationship work. He must have gone in there with I don't know. Also, I don't think you can get to know horses in 3 months, but of course he was there just to observe them. But to say they have no personalities, if I observe any animals in a group in the wild, I would be able to tell personalities. So maybe he was not good at that. Yeah, really weird. They really do have personalities. I will tell more about it on my horsey channel. Right.